Here's another video for the Zwift race analysis series. This time I was racing a Crit City race with category enforcement and category B. It was a Saturday morning, so there were a ton of riders signed up. It's a really popular race, over 200 overall and about 80 from my category. The race was 10 laps of downtown Dolphin, a course that I'm very familiar with. I've raced a lot and I've done pretty well on. There are also some pretty well-ranked riders in the race, so I was expecting a Zwift power gain if I did well. Whenever I do Crit City races, I'm always hoping for a really good power-up, the aero boost. So every lap that I don't get an aero boost, I tend to use the power-up. Sometimes that doesn't go as planned because I get a terrible power-up or even no power-up. It's happened to me many times, but I decided to risk it because I want an aero boost. Who doesn't? Heading into the second lap, I got a big plus, which is absolutely useless since I'm level 50, the max level, and I didn't even get any power-up, so I was just hoping for the best. On the previous laps before this, I had gotten a featherweight, a truck boost, and a mini plus, all of which I did not really want, so I just used them. My main issue when racing this course is the downhill portion after the KOM. I always tend to get dropped because I'm very light and I try to ease off on the downhill, which is not really the best decision. In this race, I was trying to go a bit harder on the downhill so I could stay near the front of the group and not fall off the back. One of the key things I've been doing to try to improve my racing is staying in the front of the group. In this race I did it pretty well and I was trying to hold a steadier power rather than doing some small surges on the flat. One pretty big tip for those racing this course is to keep pushing after the climb. This helps you stay in the front of the group, and which is crucial before the downhill. Nothing tends to really happen on the second to last lap, so let's fast forward to the final lap. Heading into the final lap, I was desperately hoping for a really good power-up. I was hoping for an aero, but at this point, anything is good. Let's see what I get. Featherweight. It's not ideal because the finish is on downhill, but it's better than nothing. Here I tend to try to get a closer spot towards the front rather than dangling off the back because on the KOM, it's a hit or miss. Some races, a lot of riders attack. Some races, no one attacks. Here I just tried to stay in the front of the group and not need to use my lightweight power-up because I would need that for the final sprint. Heading up the final climb, there were some attacks, but there weren't a ton, so I just maintained a steady power. Heading into the final half mile here, I definitely was wanting to stay towards the front of the group, so I was doing my best to stay in the first 10 or so. One rider goes off the front, but I'm pretty sure he'll get caught, so I don't chase. As I said earlier, I was trying to stay towards the front of the group on the downhills too, so I was making sure that I stayed in the front of the group. Lots of riders end up going early on this race, which I wasn't used to, so I just started my sprint early. I didn't want to get dropped, so I just went early. Usually going early is better than going late because you can catch the draft of the front group. Here I end up passing a few riders. I'm in a head-to-head sprint with around 5th and 4th, and I end up coming in 5th. Overall, I was very happy with this result, and yeah, let's see this in slow-mo. Here, I was going really fast, 42 miles per hour, which is probably the fastest I've gone in an all-out sprint. And if I had an aero boost, I think I probably could have gotten a podium, but I guess that's just how Zwift racing is. Sometimes you get what you want, sometimes you don't. I guess that's what actually keeps me coming back to Zwift racing over and over again. I've been racing almost daily, which is pretty crazy, and every time I learn something new. I got a pretty good gain of around a point on Zwift Power, which I'm pretty happy with. Overall, I was very happy with this result, and yeah, I look forward to my next race. Stay tuned. And of course I get an aero boost right when the race finishes.